What's up, everybody? Celtic Scout here, back from everybody at those 10s and 20 view. Almost done. We're almost on the Panthers fan picks every mock drafts, every team in chronological draft order. We are on the AFC reigning, defending three-time AFC champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Oof. Part of me is happy that you did a three-piece so I can stop listening to how great Patrick Mahomes is. And the other part of me sucks because I had to listen to Eagles fans. And I live in the Philly market. But that being said, let's get over to here. According to this, you need defensive tackle, guard, edge, offensive tackle, safety. You got to fix that O-line for Patrick. Yeah, kind of good when you're getting beat right up the middle. Alright, we got a decent number of picks here. Let's get started. Dude. Again. Okay, if I'm Carolina at this practice, you have Genty there. Would be a very entertaining pick. Jalen Walker would be very entertaining. So would Tatch. That's what they want. Those are the logical choices for Carolina. So, my first round pick is going to be kind of not a shocker to anybody who actually watches these things, but a slight shocker because, God, counter. Oh, that's their first pick, but we get a first next year. Is that the only one? No. Realistically, I would want a first in here. I'm going to throw a second in here. Okay, no. Alright, so where am I going with this? I could go this guy from South Carolina. But I know nothing about him. Instead, I'm going to scroll down to Xavier Watts, the guy I actually do know a lot about, and the guy I want to end up in Carolina. I want Carolina to trade back up to go get it. Like, is he the most explosive playmaker out there? No. But if you go look at Kyle Hamilton, Harrison Smith, the prototype Notre Dame safeties, that they are ball hawks out there that hit and don't miss. Safety, off the board. I think there's such a deep offensive lineman class, such a deep edge and tackle class that I needed to get the safety first. Simple as that. Like, there's a bunch of guys that I think are early second, or third, fourth round picks that are great for offensive line. That's not a win trade for Chiefs. That's not a win trade for the Chiefs. Alright, so like I said, Purdue, 6'4", 300 pounds. Okay. May not have the elite level quickness or... I've seen bigger guys out there. LSU, 6'5". Okay, that's a big boy. 3-year starter and pass happy. Pass happy? See? There we go. Balance of flexibility is a concern. Above average tackle. I don't know if you need a center, but I think that is your... Those are your two best options at this point. We also have an edge. Late bloomer. 6'3". Like Zach Sawyer is same height, and it's like he's so far underneath this guy. Alright, we got offense. Pick 86. 6'5", 3'7". Rare physical tool size and length are cool. What's that? It's just one star at right tackle. Great potential. We'll go after that in the second that round. That was there. All right, this is just hard. Do you just give Patrick Mahomes another weapon? A little threat. 6 foot, but he's around 5'11". You know what? Let's just give Patrick Mahomes another weapon. I didn't really see any offensive linemen. We went far, didn't we? Counter. All right. Go with the potential out of Texas. You need a tackle. The dude has potential. I think Andy Reid's a good enough coach that he'll get the potential out of that guy. Next pick is 95. There's a small inkling of me to not draft well for the Chiefs just because I'm tired of hearing how great they are. It's the same issues that the New England had throughout those years. There's just people are just not happy that they're that good. All right, we're up 4th. That's not a bad flip. That is. Running back, tight end, defense tackle. Camp's got it. That is a good option right there. But a 4th for a 7th. That's the thing, and I think they'll suck. So there's still a possibility he's going to still be there at 17. Unlikely, but no, I'll take him. All right. Move back 2, but move up there. Lose a. I actually don't hate that. There's no one really there. Okay, so off in the guard. There we go. Just because he went to a smaller school, but we need a guard. Oh, we do need an edge too. The next pick, 33. I'm with the guard. Protect Patrick Mahomes. You got to keep Patrick Mahomes standing upright. Only way that team's going to survive. It's like, also you need linemen for your running backs and everything else. Reject, because I'll get the edge guy that I keep saying, like 6'4", 261. It's like oh, he's limited on certain things. He has the side and the strength, and he played at Ohio State, and he looked really good. So therefore, I don't care. I saw what I saw on tape. What your analytics are saying, meh. So we got our guard, we got our tackle, we got our edge, and we got our safety. And I see our defensive tackle that I always aim for right there. He's probably not going to fall. Pause. I propose a trade to Carolina. Down Chicago's 4th. I usually don't trade, but I want to come up to get Riley Mills. Like 6'5", doesn't miss a lot of tackles. I gave up a 4th that's not ours. So I definitely think that was the right call of going up and going to get a guy. And, Panthers must knew I was the one doing it because I got it for a pretty good deal on that. I think that was a win. 100% there for kind of both teams. Panthers fell, but they got a better 4th out of it next year. We got up and got who we wanted. I see the tight end I want right here, but I'm not coming up to get him. If he falls, he falls. Yes, I'm talking about getting a tight end for Kansas City because I think you need to go get a tight end. and he went to the Jets. And I say that because, like, you've seen it, Kelsey is slowing down, so I think you get somebody in the building that can work with Kelsey, that has a similar play style as Kelsey. You can mold that next era of Patrick Mahomes tight end. 6'3", 260, so he's not the tallest guy. That's played 3 seasons at Arizona State before in the Texas Tech final season. Have played quarterback in high school, so he's an athlete. Well, that's cool. 50% have been in the slot. Okay, I don't hate this, because this is, if you really want to look at Kelsey, he lines up in the slot a lot of times. So I actually don't hate that, and I'm going to go grab him. Just because, like I said, I think you need to start planning post-Kelsey. You're going to have Mahomes for a few more years. It's post-Kelsey. What are we doing? And I think you're getting a guy who can kind of sit there and learn. Perfect. Perfect. Should have, one more pick left? Yep, our final pick. Who we got? Who? We go edge. Let's see. What do we got? So we grabbed our safety, a wide receiver, tackle, guard, edge, defensive tackle, tight end. Okay, cool. We hit everything we need. Now we can just kind of have a little. Let's see. Jacob given 6'2", 269. A lot of snaps. Team captain, cool. It's like Bruce Jackson needs to work on his athleticism and dynamic offensive refined placement tech hint. Yeah, not too concerned there. Below average athlete. We have so many other options out there. Like our receiver. Either Badger, 6'1", 3-year starter from Arizona to Florida. That's like a lateral move, in my opinion. Experience as a kick returner. But you got a guy who just got in legal trouble. So, do they need an edge? Yeah. I already picked the Notre Dame guys. I know the punter left, but you guys got the punting kid. Let's see, offensive tackle, 6'8". God damn, that's a big boy. Colorado. Oregon State for his senior year. Maybe just didn't want to play with Deion. Maybe Deion's scheme didn't fit him. There. All 12 games. Okay, cool. Grabbing our offensive tackle. 6'8" is a big body. So it's go get people to protect Patrick Mahomes. All right, Chiefs. Whatever. Let's see the other one. I did pick you up a 4th-round pick from Indiana. We did that. We did lose a trade because we went up and got Riley Mills. But starting off on the defense side of the ball, start off with we got Xavier Watts. 5'11". I thought he was 6 foot. So 13 interceptions in 2 years. It's like he doesn't have elite speed, but dude, it's near to Kyle Hamilton or Harrison Smith, and both those guys turn out to be amazing pros. Run stopper, physical, tough. He's meant to be played. He's an old school safety. You like that. Moving over to Jalen Royals, giving Patrick Mahomes a weapon. This is one of the complete 3-level threats. So, especially since he's practically run after catch threat. So, you have one of the greatest passers of all time. Potential at the end of his career, the greatest passer of all time. No, second. No, I don't think he'll ever be a better thrower of the football than like Dan Marino and Elway, but I think he'll have way more accolades than those guys. But he's in that class of like just pure passer. Yeah, he's up there with those two guys. So hey, give you more weapons. Offense tackle, 6'7", 6'5", sorry. He could potentially move the guard, I think I read. So keep Patrick Mahomes standing upright. Same thing with Jack Slater. A little smaller school, but, I'm okay with it. I think Andy Reid's a good coach. Jack Sawyer, 6'4", 260, big. And like I said in all my videos, I really like him. I don't know why he drops to around the 100th plus range in the picks. Fry Mills, 6'5", big tackle, does not miss. Clog the middle. Potential Kelsey replacement. Everything here reads a lot like Kelsey. Slightly smaller school. Lines of he's more of a receiver than an actual tight end. But this one says, Jalen Conyers is a better blocker and more physical than given credit. So that's a little bonus over Kelsey. Kelsey cannot block. And then finish it off, I grabbed you a giant as another tackle, because you can never have too many big men. But that's it. Tell me, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Also, I will be doing a live watch along of round 1 over on actually here. So that's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.